dear students, today's topic is financial aspects and investment in tourism infrastructure, which is one of the significant topic in tourism infrastructure in general in tourism industry. In today's lecture, I will introduce to you firstly what is it financial aspects in tourism infrastructure, how it create economic processes for creating investment, for funding, and also one of the way to create efficient way in investment is public-private partnership. I will share with you in this lecture. The purpose of today's lecture to understand properly the importance of funding in tourism, to creating tourism infrastructure properly, and also maintaining local tourist destination infrastructure in general. After this lecture, you can explain the importance of financing resources for the creating tourism infrastructure in general. You can identify different sources, depends on their type, and you can after this lecture you can analyze different economic and financial processes which is related which is related with risk management, which also financial risk. Firstly, let me introduce to you what is it financial aspects in tourism infrastructure. It means that finance involves borrowing or lending or investing or raising capital or selling, trading securities. It means that purpose of this process is to allow companies or individuals or businesses to fund certain activities and also to get more profits based on their income. The economic impacts of investment in tourism infrastructure is firstly, it's in increasing GDP. It means that firstly employment or job creation and also local economies. And secondly, it's enhancing or improving local experience. It means that if you fund for tourism infrastructure, if tourist destination infrastructure is very well, we can get or we can attract tourists and also satisfaction of tourists. Source of funding or financing for tourism infrastructure divided for two. It means that equity financing, it means that loans, bonds, or grants or subsidized. And secondly, it's domestic or international funding sources. Both types, it's very important for creating very favorable tourism infrastructure. Public sector funding or budget allocation, it means that government budgeting for tourism infrastructure. Secondly, role of international and local government in financing project. It means that public-private investment or foreign direct investment. Firstly, private investors in tourism infrastructure and also attracting different types of businesses or like enterprises to create favorable tourist destinations of infrastructure. What is it? Public-private partnership in tourism infrastructure. It's divided for two types: build, operate, transfer. It means BOT, or build, own, operate, transfer. It means BOOT. It means that different types of funding, difference on dividing risks by public and private sectors, which is also nowadays one of the efficient way to create the best tourist infrastructure around the world. It was one of the best way to create tourism infrastructure, not just developed countries but in developing countries. Risk management in tourism infrastructure, one of the investment way, because you know that tourism industry has very risky risks. That's why risks should be organized properly and managed. That's why firstly identifying financial risks, it means that currency situation or fluctuation, political instability or political different situation, it also influences to the funding situation. That's why it's very important and to understand. And secondly, it's mitigating strategy. It means that insurance, diversification, and risk sharing agreement. It means that during the like public-private partnership, we can share or mitigate our responsibilities between public and private partnership. In tourism infrastructure situation, it's government and public enterprises. And in this lecture, I would like to share with you different successful cases. For example, Maldives resorts development with public-private partnership funding, which is one of the best examples. And also Dubai's tourism infrastructure funding through international investment, another successful way, because they are doing very well. Firstly, secondly, it's in sustainable way, and thirdly, it's smart cities ideas. They are organizing very well tourism infrastructure in general. Of course, without challenges or difficulties in funding tourism infrastructure, it's not possible. To understand properly today's topic, the importance of today's topic. Firstly, limited access to capital or resources, funding resources in developing countries than developed country, because you know that developing countries they don't have enough shortage for funding. That's why they wants to get more funding from developed country or developed investment companies. And political risks or corruptions or lack of investors' confidence. Also, it's another problems among developing tourist destinations. In conclusion, in this lecture, I explained to you this importance of financing in tourism planning and development of tourism infrastructure in general. And also, I explained to you the different types of funding in tourism infrastructure, how it influences to the development of tourism infrastructure and tourism destination. Today's topic main idea is public-private partnership as the efficient way of funding, and different funding types explained to you with different examples and cases. And also finally, I explained to you different cases with best practices and also different changes. And also I think that future trends will be more like related with sustainable tourism or sustainable development tourism infrastructure, which is also like one of the like new tendency, current situation in tourism infrastructure. In this slide, I used reference for this today's lecture. To understand properly today's lecture, you should do additional reading. I shared with you in this lecture. Thank you for your attention and have a nice day. Bye bye.